Hello people, welcome to new video. It has been almost I think 1 year. I did not post anything on Linux, mainly because I stopped using Voice Linux, not because it's not a good distribution, just because it was lagging behind some updates. And back in the days, I was learning Python, mainly focusing on data science and machine learning. But then I found this little bot that helps people to apply for jobs on LinkedIn using Easy Apply feature. It basically automates the workflow, and it was an interesting thing. And when I configured and ran the bot, I found that it has been abandoned by original developer 3 years ago. As you can see here on his repository, he's not been maintaining it. So I decided to fork it, and eventually, so yeah, you can see here 3 years. So eventually I adopted the bot. This is my GitHub page, Void by default, which is named after Void Linux. And then I started to maintain it, and there the problem came. Void Linux, so basically this bot runs on Selenium, which requires a latest version of WebDriver. As soon as there's a change upstream, it has to be like copied downstream by the distribution. So Void Linux was lagging behind, and it was affecting my workflows, mainly with regards to the bot. And I wanted to keep the WebDriver like relative, or you can say I don't want to specify a specific version, so anybody can download the code and get it running. And that was the reason I decided to switch over to Windows for a while. And then slowly I drifted away from Linux and I went full into Windows, because then I also started to learn not only data science and machine learning, I also started to learn Power Automate Desktop. So it helps a lot in configuring no-brainer tasks. And that's how I drifted away from Linux. Eventually, Windows took over my PC as a whole. After a break, when I was like quite happy with this project, I pushed the updates and all that. And then I decided to go back to Linux. So I started, and by this time I was like, I said I don't need to configure my system from scratch. Let's have something which is like running out of the box. And then I went into Ubuntu 24.04. Unfortunately, for some weird reasons I could not understand, this distribution simply failed to install on my laptop. I tried all I knew. I'm a guy who can install Arch, Void, even Gentoo. So it was really a shame. I felt embarrassed, and I can do installation of Gentoo, but I can't install Ubuntu. But anyways, without wasting my time, I decided to go for Pop OS. Right now I'm running Pop OS. Eventually it's based on Ubuntu, but it's working for me and it's all I need. And then in the meantime, I'm waiting for Serpent OS. That's one thing I've been waiting for almost a year, that if the team delivers this distribution, I will definitely switch over and do a full review on bare metal hardware. And this is their latest tweet or X, whatever. They have announced, it seems that they are very, very close to releasing a public usable ISO. And this looks like a GNOME desktop, by the way. And again, the thing is, the reason I don't do version updates every time, Ubuntu 24.04, Ubuntu 25, that doesn't help. Arch is Arch, Ubuntu is Ubuntu. Point change in the version doesn't make difference, because in the end it's Linux kernel certain version, and then you have shell, then you have desktop environment, and then you can choose GNOME, KDE in the most cases, or in some cases you might go for Mint and so on. So eventually Linux distributions are the same. What matters to me, in my opinion, what makes a distribution is its community, how friendly they are and welcoming. Not like cocky people we find on Arch Linux. They treat newbies like garbage, like they assume you're supposed to know the shit that they are doing. But anyways, so that's one thing. So community has to be friendly and welcoming, which is of course is there in Ubuntu. And then the other thing is the package manager that makes distribution apart from others. So these guys are claiming in Serpent OS they have written the package manager from scratch. In fact, they're saying the whole distribution is from scratch. And if I look at the work of Ike, he's the guy who developed Solus, right? So great distribution, great environment. So I'm sure he has done a great job here. I'm just waiting for having this, like having my hands on this ISO, and then of course I will switch over from Pop OS. So that was like, things that kept me busy. This bot, of course, please, if somebody in your network is looking for automating their workflow for job hunting, please tell them to point to my GitHub page, which is they just need to type easy apply bot and then void by Linux, void by default, and then they will land into my page. And then I've done on my other channel detailed view steps how to configure these. I don't post too much, by the way, and of course I don't get too much views, but if they want to configure this bot and get it up and running, they can watch these videos on my other channel called Taimur. That's my name. So Taimur SM is my channel name, by the way. I mean, if you search, you will find most probably my channel. And then also, so few things like data science, machine learning, workflow automation using Powered Automate. These are called RPAs. And then I started CFA series. So it wasn't enough for me. I started CFA. I'm appearing for level 1 exam in August next month. I hope I managed to pass. So that was one other thing that kept me busy. And then I was like, I decided to learn guitar as well. So all of these things combined kept me extremely busy. And in the Linux world, there was nothing exciting except for Serpent OS to the extent I know. There was just like version updates and all that, and posting videos on something which is just one version change doesn't matter. It's the same crap that we have been using for 20 years, unless there's a nuclear change, which is in my opinion Serpent OS. So I will be back with a new video as soon as Solus team or Serpent team releases their distribution for public view. Then of course I will be doing a video. Until then, this was only just a hello, hi, and chit chat. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being with me, and see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.